My name's Kevin Steen. Subscribe to Heel Steven on YouTube.com, or I'll come to your house and ruin your life.
I know some of you are probably saying, you look corporate. I know. I like this look. I think I'm going to keep it for a while. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. You can call me corporate heel or something like that, but it is what it is. But anywho, before I get into this Q&A video, I want to say that now I have a Tumblr. I did one yesterday, kind of late, but hey, it is what it is. For those of you who want to follow me on Tumblr, if you have a Tumblr, it's Heel Steven. Just search it, I'm there. It's crazy. I have a Facebook as Heel Steven, have my Twitter as Heel Steven, have my Instagram as Heel Steven, have my YouTube channel as Heel Steven. So you kind of would expect that already. I have a question for you guys, kind of a twist here. Drop your answer down below in the comment section of this video. And the question is, what can I do on Tumblr that I cannot do on Facebook or Twitter? Drop your question down below. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Now let's get on to the Q&A video for the month of November. This will be Q&A number 6. Over the last week, I had people send me in questions both via Facebook and YouTube. And I thank you, each and every one of you, for sending me in your questions. Let's get started with the first question, shall we? It's from Facebook by Mitchell Segal, and he writes, what is your take on the current state of pro wrestling in the world, and what would you do to change it? I think as a whole right now, it's being dominated by that one company, the WWE. And whenever WWE does good, every other company does good as well, to an extent. And whenever the WWE does bad, all these other companies around, like TNA, ROH, PWG, Dragon Gate, New Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah, they kind of take a step back or they slip. And I think as a whole, if I were to change something, I would try to tell the fans that, hey, there's more than just one company. The problem with a lot of fans is they're one-dimensional when it comes to wrestling. They think that the WWE is the only thing around, and the reality is it's not. There's more than one company out there to enjoy. You know, I think that's what people need to realize. I hope I answered your question to the best that I can. Thank you for sending me your question. Next question here comes from Jason via Facebook, and he writes, do you think since TNA hit the reset button, will they try to challenge the WWE to be on top? And did Jeff Hardy sign with WWE again? Lots of videos on YouTube saying Jeff Hardy will be back next month. As far as TNA trying to be on top from WWE, I think their focus should be trying to fix their product. You know, now that they hit this reset button, try to focus on them, not try to worry about being better than WWE. Because at the end of the day, TNA will always be that good alternative. You know, if you're not enjoying what WWE is doing, you can always watch TNA. If you are not enjoying what both WWE or TNA is doing, you can always watch Ring of Honor or watch any other promotion out there. And I think their focus should be, again, focusing on their product right now and worry only on that. Not worry about being number one, better than WWE and all that. As far as Jeff Hardy goes, I haven't seen any video saying that Jeff Hardy signed with WWE. If you watch last Thursday's Impact, he did have a match with Chris Sabin in that Full Metal Mayhem match for that World Title Tournament, which I thought was a very good match and enjoyable. If you haven't watched that match yet, go check it out and see for yourself why it was such a good match. But thank you for sending me your question. Next 5 questions come from Gavinot. His first question is, what do you think the WWE future plans for the company will be? I think right now it's hopefully promoting the future guys from NXT and try to get them promoted right and pretty much focus on WrestleMania 30. Build up for that and see where they go from there. Your second question is, how would you explain to a WWE fan to tune into TNA and say that the stuff that TNA has to offer WWE doesn't give you? At the end of the day, you can try to tell a WWE mark that, hey, you can watch TNA and enjoy it. You can try to tell them that. But at the end of the day, it's all up on them if they want to watch it. You can't force somebody to, you know, watch a certain product. I have an 8-year-old nephew, and he watches WWE only. I tell him, hey, come watch TNA or ROH with me. He doesn't want to do it because, A, he's number one, he's 8 years old, and he loves WWE. So again, I can't force someone to watch something else. And I think at the end of the day, it all comes to the person if they want to watch something else. Alright? Your third question, what are your favorite matches from ROH Wrestling of all time? From what I've been watching, some of the Nigel McGuinness versus Bryan Danielson matches, as well as Best in the World 2012, Adam Cole versus Kyle O'Reilly, hybrid style fighting match. It was like a combination of pro wrestling with MMA, where the stipulation was you had to win by either knocking out your opponent or submitting them. And they went to fucking war. Those guys just went in from the minute the bell rang to the end of the match, and there was just a bloodbath. I recommend anyone out there to go check that match out and see what I mean. And also, Showdown Under the Sun, Night 2, Davey Richards versus Microalvin for the world title, which I thought was another sick match. And your fourth question here. As WWE are signing top independent wrestlers, what do you think you could do with them if you was running WWE for a day? And who else would you sign, if anyone, and why? Young talent right now, try to get them in, try to show the WWE, hey, our future is good. And if I were to bring in a couple people, I think because they deserve to be there, deserve to have that opportunity to show the world that, hey, I am one of the best and I'm going to show you why. It would be probably the Young Bucks, Machine Gun Carl Anderson, Hiroshi Tanahashi, and also Prince Devitt. Couple names I just put out there. And your fifth question, if you made a stable with ROH, TNA, and WWE, which contains a female, 2 single male wrestlers, 1 manager from past and present, what would they be called and why? And also, why did you pick these people? And which belts would you give them to? Okay, for the next future Q&As, only send, if you're going to send 5 questions, only send 1 question per question, as in, don't send a question, and in that 1 question, ask me 5 questions, okay? Sorry, guys, you're my boy and all, but I just had to say that, man, I'm sorry. But to answer this question, though, I'm going to pick 2 guys from ROH, Red Dragon, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the current ROH Tag Team Champions, as a tag team. As far as the women, TNA, and pick Brooke Tessmacher. And from WWE, two male wrestlers, I would pick Justin Gabriel and Seth Rollins. As a manager, I would pick either Paul Heyman or Bobby the Brain Heenan. And this name, I'd call it What the Fuck, WTF. Just to see what the fuck would the reaction be if these guys were to form into a faction and see what goes from there. Alright? That's the best that I can answer your question, bro. And I hope I answered it well. Alright? Good YouTuber, go check him out. Does the same type of content that I do. And yeah. Next question here is from Powerhouse123. Do you think you'll be big in the future? I do. Thank you for that. It means a lot. But as far as that, I mean, listen. Right now, I'm at 362 subscribers. I'm happy with where I'm at right now. Yeah, it'd be cool to get, 14,000, 20,000, 100,000, even 1 million, alright? But the thing is, the difference between me and these guys that have over 1 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers or more, that they depend on YouTube. I don't need to depend on YouTube. I have a job where I make very good money as well, where these guys need this YouTube money, alright? I could leave today and be done with YouTube knowing that, hey, I have a job that pays me, where I can pay my bills and know that I'm good. Like these people, like they have this thing or this channel where they make money from making videos, but they also gotta sell shirts and merch, which really, I don't need to do that. It'd be cool to do it one day, but I look at this at one step at a time. Nothing lasts forever, is what I know. But if I ever get to that level, then so be it. If I don't, then I don't. But I know that I'm come on here and I voice my opinion on what I believe in. And I know that you guys enjoy what I say, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. And I thank each and every one of you for tuning in and watching my videos and giving me your thoughts on what I say. Alright? Without you guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Alright? Don't forget that. But thank you for sending me your question. I hope I answered your question the best as I can. The next 4 questions come from Jim0202Z. His first question is, do you have any pets? Yes, I have 3 parakeets that my mom loves to death. She comes home every day from work after dealing with a long day of BS and shit from people. She comes home, sits down in the kitchen, and she talks to the birds. And they talk back to her, and it calms her down, and it makes her happy. So if she's happy, then I'm happy, Your second question is, should parents tell their kids that wrestling is scripted? They should be telling them that, but it's kids we're talking about. And today's kids, and just kids in general, whenever you tell them something, it goes in one ear and it comes out the other. I'm a perfect example of that. I was 6 or 5 years old. I remember I was in probably kindergarten, and I put a kid in the sharpshooter. And I wanted to reenact the scene from wrestling. You know when the bad guy has a baby face in a submission hold, and they have to hold on for a long time, and you have referees and security guards come into the ring and try to make you let go of the hold. I wanted to reenact that. And this kid, for no reason, had to put him in a sharpshooter. He was screaming in pain. I was just screaming at him to tap, which he did. The teachers came in, janitors came in, just so I can let go of the hold, and I did. And the consequences was I got suspended for a day. And it was crazy. My mom literally gave me hell that day. My father laughed at it. Me and the kid, we're good friends now, so me and him, we talk, and we always bring that up. Like, hey, remember when I put you in a sharpshooter? We laugh about it, you know. It's just good times, you know, in a way. Your third question is, which wrestler would you like to see return to wrestling? In my opinion, I would love to see Nigel McGuinness return to wrestling. I know he's retired. I know he said he will never wrestle again in his The Last McGuinness documentary. And I really do believe that, you know what, if the WWE were to offer him a deal and say, listen, we want you to come over or work something out, you wrestle, I'm sure he'll take it if the money is right. But I really doubt it, but you never know. Even if it's for Ring of Honor, have him wrestle Steve Carino, something like that. But I'm really hoping that one day we get to see him wrestle again. I remember his TNA run. The only good thing that came out of that he wrestled Kurt Angle. And after that, just this huge letdown. But at the end of the day, you know, I hope that one day he gets to wrestle. Your fourth question, what is your favorite wrestling stable? Between the Four Horsemen, these were guys that were badass, you know. They made you want to, you know, wear suits and ball out and, you know, show off money. And they were literally the guys that made factions, you know, mainstream. They put the term making a stable, making a faction on the map. And the second faction, the second stable, whatever you want to call it, is the NWO. These were the guys that changed the business as a whole. Alright? And that's probably the two stables that I will always love and remember, as long as I can remember. Alright? And yeah, thank you for sending me your questions. Next, fourth question here is from Babolter. Go check this guy out. If you're into GTA 5 gameplay, go to him. It's amazing how before GTA 5, he was at like 300 something subscribers, and after GTA 5, he went from that to like almost 2,000 subscribers. So good for you, bro. I mean that. Your first question, your favorite year in the WWE PG era? I would say probably 2010 with this whole Nexus invasion, with this whole John Cena being, you know, an employee for Wade Barrett, which was funny to me. Your second question, your biggest markout moment in WWE? I would say when Austin stunned McMahon, that first time. People will always remember that. And your third question here, thoughts on Blue Chips 2? It was a good album. I think it's an album to show people that, hey, Action Bronson still has it. And yeah, I recommend people to go check it out and see what I mean with that, alright? And your fourth question, would you like to get your own house in the future, or do you like where you're staying at right now? I'm 23. I'm not in the need to buy a house. You know, I know eventually I'll buy one when I'm ready to settle down, whenever I'm ready to form a family with whoever is my wife at the time, and whenever I have kids, and when myself and my wife, whoever she may be, are both financially secured and ready, eventually it will happen. But right now I'm 23 again. I got other things important to pay off right now. Maybe an apartment real soon, but you never know. Life is short and you gotta live life to the fullest. So anything can happen here in a year from now. Next question here is from TJ Rules, and he asks, any wrestling dream matches you like to see in the WWE and TNA? The thing with that is, I've already seen some of them through ROH, but if I can tell you a match between a WWE superstar and a TNA wrestler, I would love to see. And this will be random as fuck, but hey, I would love to see from WWE Justin Gabriel versus TNA's Frankie Kazarian. I think these two guys could have a very good match and probably tear the roof off the place, in my opinion. Wherever it's at, whether it be at a TNA show or at a WWE house show or even a WrestleMania. But that's asking too much. But hey, at the end of the day, I do think that these two guys can definitely blow the roof off the place. Alright? But thank you for sending me your question. Go check his channel out. A good YouTuber as well. Next 4 questions here is from David Rivera, Fort Minor Project. Your first question you ask is, do you think it's a good idea for the WWE to unify the world title and WWE title at WrestleMania 30? Honestly, it should have been done a long time ago. The world title for a long time has been a joke. It's like I said on my comeback video. If the WWE wanted to, they could have made the world title be on the pre-show of a pay-per-view. But since Cena wanted, it gives you the indication that they're going to unify it real soon. They were probably expecting to Cena hold the world title. And from what I understand, it's going to be Randy Orton versus John Cena to unify the belts. At the end of the day, it is what it is. It's WWE's, logic, if you get what I mean. Your next question you wrote is, do you think there ever be another African American world champion in the WWE again? Yeah, I do think so. Anything can happen, We've had The Rock as one time. Remember, he's part Samoan, part African American. They had Booker T. They had Mark Henry as the world champion as well. Don't forget that. Yeah, so I think at the end of the day, it could be Biggie Langston. It could be even R-Truth. Even though R-Truth, for those of you who don't know, he's been a former NWA world champion. But anything can happen. Most likely probably Biggie Langston or Kofi Kingston. You never know. And your next question is, who would you like to see in any wrestling promotion get a major push to the main event? Alright, from WWE, TNA, ROH. From TNA, I said this on Facebook the other day, Christopher Daniels. I feel like it's a shame that he was never really given a world title when he was in TNA. I said that a long time ago. I feel like he should have been given that belt a long time ago. He deserved it. He's a good wrestler. And WWE, this is random, but Justin Gabriel, I think he is a good performer. It's a shame he doesn't really get enough recognition. And I think wherever he goes in WWE, he'll shine. And hopefully one day they give him the opportunity. It's kind of crazy because remember when I was playing WWE 12, I had Justin Gabriel as the world champion. Kind of random, but hey, it is what it is. And in TNA, between ACH and Matt Taven, I think these two guys are very talented. In my opinion, the two breakout stars of ROH. Alright? So I think these two guys deserve to be pushed more in ROH. Yeah, thank you for sending me your questions. Check out his channel as well. A good YouTuber also. The next couple questions here is from Killer O'Demon 669. He asks, what do you think of the altercation with Steen and Domino? Though it looked like Compton, checked it out on the ROH YouTube page. Thought it was random, but from what it looks like, they're gonna have something for Kevin Steen. A lot of people want to see Kevin Steen in the main event with the world title, but people need to remember Kevin Steen held the belt for a very long time. I think where Kevin Steen's at right now, I think he just wants to have good matches and put young people over. But I think a match between him and Domino would be okay to watch, I guess. Your next question is, thoughts on Final Battle having a 3-way dance for the ROH world title? I like it. That's what you wrote. I agree. I think it was predictable. A lot of people before thought, oh, it's going to be Microalvin versus Adam Cole. But the 3-way dance is more intriguing. I'm looking forward to it. Even though I do feel that Adam Cole will retain. I think, like I said it before in one of my videos, I think what ROH needs to do is give him a long title run and a mean streak as well, like he has right now. But I'm looking forward to it nonetheless. I'm going to be there. I know you will as well. Myself, Knowledge of Wrestling, my friend Eric. And yeah, it should be fun. Your third question is, do you support PWG? Yes, I do. I have these 2 DVDs right now. All-Star Weekend Night 1 and Night 2. I thought were very good to watch. But if you don't have it, I recommend you go check them out. And speaking of PWG, expect something involving PWG real soon. That's all I'm going to say with that. But the fact also with PWG that I like is the fact that you can have dream matches, alright, that you can't see anywhere else, alright. I do know for a fact that one of the matches coming up is Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole for the PWG World title, which should be a very awesome match to watch. I do recommend people to go check it out when it comes out on DVD soon. And I do enjoy that Mount Rushmore. The Matt Rushmore, I do enjoy it, so yeah. And your fourth question is, what women should go back to TNA? Let's see here. Taylor Wilde, even though I did hear she retired, but it'd be cool to see her come back. Awesome Kong, Raisha Saeed, Roxy, Angelina Love. It's a lot of women that need to come back. I think right now with TNA, they need to really rebuild that Knockouts division, where they're known for as well, to having a very great women's division back in the day. Right now, you can't build a women's division off only 4 or 5 women. You need more, and I hope that with this reset, they can bring in more women as well. All right, I hope I answered your question good as well. Go check out his channel, good YouTuber also. And the final question here from Ken O'Kevin. Thoughts on the current state of the Divas and Knockouts divisions. Divas division right now, it's it's whatever right now. You have AJ Lee as the world champion. Don't get me wrong, I have nothing against AJ Lee. I think she's a beautiful girl. She's talented. But it's tough for me to take her serious when all she's beating up is nobodies, jabronis. It's hard for me to really get into her matches when I know she's going to win, but the people that she's wrestling don't even put up a fight, and it's only one person that even gives her a fight is Natalya. Hopefully they bring up Paige real soon, or Emma. As far as the Knockouts go, again, they need to really bring in more women. Hopefully they do real soon with this whole reset button that they pressed. To my understanding, Candice LeRae and Veda Scott got trial matches at Bound for Glory. Hopefully they get signed, and it can help rebuild their Knockouts division, or bring back Awesome Kong, bring back Angelina Love, bring back Raisha Saeed, bring back Taylor Wilde, bring back Roxy, bring back, those people that at one time were there and help make this division look great. But I hope I answered your question to the best as I can. Go check out his channel too, a very good YouTuber also. And yeah, this pretty much wraps up Q&A number 6 for the month of November. I want to thank everyone for sending me your question. Links to everyone's channel will be down below in the video description box of this video. Go subscribe to them. Also, guys, once again, I have a Tumblr, so if you want to follow me on Tumblr, it's at HeelSteven. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say in this video. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Corporate Steve, out.